Hello, all my amazing artists. Today we're going to be making tie-dye art. So I had some friends request, I did a bow, I did a birthday cake for someone's birthday the other day. I also had a friend request a beach scene. And then today I just did a squirrel with Mrs. Jordan's class. So I want you to think about something that you want to draw. This could be anything. Maybe it's your favorite animal. Maybe it's a landscape. Maybe it's your favorite toy. Maybe it's your dog. It could be anything you want. And you'll need a piece of paper. I'm using a piece of paper that's thicker than computer paper, so it's like construction paper, but you could use any paper you want. I have a pencil, a Sharpie marker. If you don't have a Sharpie marker, you could use an ink pen, something that's permanent. I also have washable markers. Okay, and you'll need a piece of tin foil. So your tin foil should be the size of your paper. And the last thing you'll need that's super important is a wet sponge. So that means it's actually damp. It's not soaking wet. You want there to be water in the sponge, but you don't want it to be dripping. Okay? And I'll show you when we get to that part. So for now, I'm going to start with my drawing. And I'm going to draw one of my favorite animals, which is a sea turtle. So it's actually a reptile, my sea turtle. And sea turtles are super important because they are on the endangered species list. And that means that they are endangered of going extinct. But there are lots of ways that people are trying to help the sea turtles, like cleaning the waters and making sure that fishing industries don't put giant nets into the water where their sea turtles live, protecting their environment. And if that's something you want to learn about, you can always research more about sea turtles. But to start, we're going to draw a shape for this shell. So I'm going to make an oval shape that's a little bit wider at the top. Kind of like an upside down gumdrop. Okay, the head, I'm going to make an upside down letter U. And then for the fins, it's going to come up and then over, kind of like an upside down letter V. And I'll do that on the other side too. Or if you think about a mountain, what that could look like. And then the bottom of the sea turtle's fin, his arm has this bumpy line here. So I'm going to make that on either side. All right, next I'm going to make his legs. Coming out at either side, and then a tail in the middle. Great, so the sea turtle's shell has a specific pattern on it. You want to start with a line that mimics the shape of the shell already, right? We call this a parallel line. Now, the pattern on the shell is a hexagon. That's a shape with 6 sides. So I'm going to start with a hexagon like this. Make an equal sign, then the greater sign, and less than in math, right? And we make our hexagon. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. I'm going to make 2 lines like that. And that means I could keep making my hexagons. All right, from here, once you have the 3 hexagons there, you can create the lines from the corners to extend to make the shell design like that. And then I'm just going to add some lines around my sea turtle shell. And then some eyes. Okay, so now I'm ready to trace over my lines with a Sharpie. If you want, you can add more details around the sea turtle. If you want to make jellyfish, if you want to make some coral, that's up to you, or even some bubbles. Think about what would be in the sea around the sea turtle. So I'm tracing over my lines with the Sharpie. All right, so you would be taking your time. I'm trying to do this fairly fast so you can get through it. So one way that people protect the sea turtles is sea turtles have a nesting ground that is on the beach. Certain ocean beaches have lots of sea turtle nesting grounds, especially in the tropical areas. And what environmentalists will do is they will protect the sea turtles' nesting areas by making sure that people don't walk around the nesting areas or drive trucks on top. And also, especially when the baby sea turtles have to make their journey to the water, the people will protect the babies. All right, so now I'm ready to take my tinfoil and create my design. And what you'll do is you're going to start with a circle in the center. I'm going to start with green and just color it in. This is called radial symmetry when you create a design that's the same all the way around. Right? Regular symmetry is the same on both sides. Radial symmetry is the same no matter how you turn the paper. So notice how as I'm coloring, I'm turning the paper to make it easier. If you want, you can use a pattern, or you can use just any colors you would like. I love how blue looks next to orange. These two colors, blue and orange, are actually complementary colors. That means that they're opposite of each other on the color wheel. And when colors are opposite on the color wheel, they really pop when they're next to each other. Okay, so you want to keep coloring until you have your colors about the size of your paper. Here's yellow. I'll do some yellow. Okay, and then once you're done coloring, you'll go back to your drawing. And we have to make sure we get our paper nice and damp. So I'm going to move my tinfoil aside. I'm going to get back to my drawing. And this is fun here. This is where we take our damp sponge. Press it into your paper. So again, you don't want your paper soaking wet. You don't want water everywhere. You just want it nice and damp. Okay, so now I'll take my piece of tinfoil with my radial design. I'll take my drawing. Make sure you put it drawing facing down. And I'm going to press it, rub it around so that all the paper is pressing down, but trying not to move it. All right. Now I think I'm ready. I'm gonna pick one corner, peel up my paper, and then, da-da-da-da, here is my tie-dye design drawing. Wow, I really love how it came out because you could see sometimes the colors blend with each other. I see my blue kind of blended really far out because there was a lot of moisture here. And it's a little crackled and looks like texture. So every time you do this, it's really cool because it comes out different. No matter what you do, you use the same exact materials, but it will always come out different. And which is such an interesting thing about our tie-dye artwork. I hope you have so much fun. Let me know if you have any questions, and I can't wait to see all of your beautiful artworks. Have a great day.